to ban Lucian a lot as well. We don't necessarily feel like that is a necessary, like a 100% necessary ban, but it does happen quite often, I've noticed.
Wouldn't mind it if Honma left it open. Do have faith in Viper. But I imagine a lot of AD carries are also like, I just don't want to play into it. I'm able to deal with it, but it does really limit you in how you can play. Need to, at any point in the game, be really, really careful about getting dashed on top of and getting blown up in a few seconds, as the peanut tax being paid here. Are they going to ban Poppy as well? Hey, you already got 2 out of 3. Might as well.
Yeah, or you could target like a Zeka top pick, like an Azir. The other ones are kind of weird to ban in first rotation, to be honest, like Yone or Akali. Kalista is definitely the other kind of tier list one, if you're not looking at a specific player. But obviously Viper can utilize the Kalista very well, and they do not want to first pick it. So they take it away.
Varus ban? B1 Varus is the one that is at the forefront of my mind. And here they're going to make him choose either pick up an early Azir, otherwise that is probably what Zeka is going to go towards. Even though we love him on melees, Azir is extremely highly prioritized. Still, Varus is the pick that really has been at the forefront of the meta. But no, it's going to be one of the remaining tanks picked up for Sponge. His comfort pick, and his team continued insistence on making sure that he has champions that he can perform on is pretty remarkable, because I feel like he's been fine. He's had moments, but hasn't really been the one that it feels like is keeping his team together. More so Teddy, who now is going to have to play into Viper, who outscaled Smolder on Lethality Varus. That did happen. That was a thing that we witnessed, Valdez.
If this were a different team, I wouldn't mind to see like a Yone Aatrox or something like that to really utilize your Sejuani, but instead they're just going to pick their bottom lane, which is also fine, especially with all the focus down on the bottom side already. Zeri Nautilus, though, pretty interesting lane to pick up here into the Varus.
Not the best combination between the two of them, but is something that I am sure Honma would have loved to pick up, given that you have a guaranteed way to lock down the Zeri. Poppy's a no-brainer, right? Like I already talked about it. You have a Azir already. Gives you a way to lock down Zeri. It's kind of a no-brainer. He does pick it up. Might be looking for some early dives here as well. Now, is DRX going to ban Rakan? Because the laning phase of a Rakan is really not something to worry about. I also think that the dive threat is pretty much mitigated if they do go for Rakan. But at the same time, it's Delight. And he loves Rakan.
Yeah. Wouldn't be oh so bad, but if you do go cleanse Zeri, the Rakan does lose a bunch of value.
Oh, yeah.
You do have a lot of CC outside of that, but a Vi would be nice, or a Nautilus would be nice, but both of those are currently unavailable. The Udyr is going to be taken away. Another thing to note is that they're really choking out the mid lane pool. We've only seen Hui out of Yehu so far. 2 games, 2 wins. But now he's going to have to play something radically different because no Hui, no Orianna, no Taliyah, no Azir.
Oh no, he has to play a melee mid with Sejuani.
Well, can he is the question, you know?
Not only can he, but also it's playing into Poppy. So I don't think it's going to feel as good as in a lot of other situations. Satep we knew, even though it wasn't successful, would be very happy to pick up the Akali. Rakan did end up getting banned away, which means that it is technically not 100% locked in, because it could be Peanut on Rel and then Poppy flex towards top, but realistically, what this is looking like is a Rel support to go, and I do like that for Delight. Delight on a champion has the ability to start team fights is always going to make me happy. Karma, not necessarily exciting, but would certainly do the job of applying some counter pressure to this Azir.
Yeah, and you get some shields for your Zeri. You don't have an Enchanter support this time around. And Jack's blind, and potentially into Poppy. Also, just generally into Poppy and Azir.
But you have Sejuani. It's the 1-2.
Yeah, well,
you do have to you do have to cover for bot though as Sejuani, because you're playing into Varus, Rel, and Poppy.
Remember this guy? He just wasn't in the first series.
Yeah, he was just glossed over for some reason.
He's back.
No, that's Jax that says that, right?
Does he?
Yeah. Surprise, I'm back. Is that not Jax?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Anyway, I was talking about Cassante.
Well, he should
back.
He should not be back. He should have never left. Should have been there the whole time because the pick
Yeah.
is very busted. The Sejuani Jax, quite good. Sejuani combined with Nautilus as well. I like that, but I still feel like this composition, it feels a little bit disjointed to me. You have some parts that really want to go in, you have some parts that want to try and kind of sit, poke back. Obviously, Jax can do both, do a decent job as a team fighter, but really wants to be just in a 1v1 scenario. But against Cassante, it's really hard to actually pressure him at all unless you get a huge lead from the life. It's a front-to-back comp. It's not exciting.
It has an orange in its mouth.
That is
the dragon. It's eating the Homolife Esports orange.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Trying
the last
to make
time
it not Orange Day.
the last time Hanwha played, they had an orange in the stands, and it was just an orange with a smiley face drawn on it. It was very cute. DRX, a lot of power, but I'm a little bit curious to see how it all comes together. Whereas for Hanwha, composition has everything. Frontline, great damage, a lot of CC.
And Cassante. Well, guys, we're ready